Making espresso is all about choosing the right grind size. That's why people say, make sure you choose the best grinder, not the best espresso maker. So, this is why. So, espresso is actually the filter. Okay, I'm going to use filter paper in this, but that's only because I'm trying to get rid of the little tiny particulates that are, I guess, not really healthy. So this and it's all absolutely not necessary to use this, but this is the filter right here. And I'm going to show you that I ground this too fine. Okay, so when it's too fine, like it is right here, it should be one notch over. It's going to take a little bit too long to come out, but it's still going to taste perfectly fine. It's not going to be much different from what it would have been really if I would have put it up here a little bit further. And the weird thing with this coffee is if I would have put it over here, then it would have extracted a little bit too fast. So I choose to extract a little bit slower because of this coffee in particular. And I'll show you here in this video coming up. So it's a 20-gram basket. So I zeroed it out. I started with 20.2, and after having the grounds in here, it's at 20.3 because of the water. So there is a little bit of a retention inside here, and that's why they say, sometimes your grinders will have retention, which is why this is actually pretty useful. But oftentimes, all I really need to do is do that, and it'll knock just a little bit in there to pour into here. But to be honest, it's not going to make much of a difference. So just that little bit will change just, your measurement. That means I wasn't too far off. So I haven't used any WDT. All I did was pour that in there and knock the side of this after I placed this here on top. I just tapped the side of this with my knuckle to get it all leveled out. No WDT, none of that. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but either way the coffee is going to taste fine. I use the Normcore tamp to tamp it all out, and you can still see there's some loose particles here and there, but for the most part it's really well tamped. So I'm going to put this screen on here like this and pull this shot. Because I didn't use a WDT, the consistency will vary quite a bit versus using this. I'd say about 80% of the time I'll get the perfect pull, but every once in a while I won't get what I want out of this just by not using it. So WDT helps, but it takes a little bit more time, and it's kind of hard to use that when you use one of these paper filters. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this. We're zeroed out. I'll show you what it's like coming out of here. So we've got zeros on the timer and on the weight. You can see there's a marbling that will be in the cup that tells you it's gonna be really good. So we're a little bit behind on time here, I think. Yeah. So we want it to come out at 25 and 40, but we're gonna be a little bit off. So we're at about 30 seconds to pull that shot. And I did have a little bit of coffee coming out here. So that means that the water had found a route out of the portafilter through the coffee instead of actually passing through it like it should. But it's okay. So let's go ahead and see what this tastes like. If I could let you guys smell this, you would not want to put any milk in it. It definitely is good with milk, but this makes an excellent espresso. It's really, really good. I'm gonna taste it and I'll let you know what I think. So I'm not much of an espresso guy, but I could drink this whole thing. It's bitter, but it's balanced. It's got a little bit of acidity to it. You can taste the berry note from the dry processed beans. I roasted this myself, and let's see if I can make a decent latte out of it. This might make a couple people a little upset, but I'm gonna put a little bit of white mocha in here. And I did put a little bit of honey in there as well. It's Costco honey. It's SoCal raw. Really good. While I have the steamer on and getting ready to come out, I'm gonna go ahead and get this out like this. Got that screen right there. Gonna tap that right there. A nice solid puck. Boom. It's nice and washed out by the time I get this cleaned out. This will basically be ready to go. What I like to do is take this, clean this off up here, right up here. Make sure that that stays clean. This too, and we're ready to go. All right, so I'm going to be pulling this up just a little bit. Just a little bit above the surface of the milk. No need to tilt the cup or anything. You leave it flat. It'll work perfectly just like that. It'll be about 2 minutes with this machine. This is a Breville Duo Temp Pro. I believe it's the Duo Temp Pro. I love this machine. It's completely manual, no grinder on top, and the Baratza ESP. They have the Pro version out, but this one works perfect for me. I'm going to test this. I gotta check the temperature. If you can leave your hand on it for 3 seconds without it hurting, it still needs to go a little bit longer. Cleaning this off is very important right after. Has a little bit of moisture on it from the towel being underneath the steam wand for a little while. And here's the milk. You can see that there'll be a gloss as you swirl it like this. It'll start to get glossy. So let's go ahead and get that. Put in the cup. Need to stir this really quick. I forgot to put a little bit of peppermint in there. Gonna stir that a little, just a little bit. You can see that it clumped up from sitting. Slow and high. Low and fast. There you go. That's somewhat of a tulip. Let's go ahead and try it. Perfect. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.